What is going on? In this one, we're going to be building an Enderman farm together. So let's go ahead and get into the end. Okay, so now we're in the end. We got to one of the end islands. And now what we need to do is get as low as we possibly can. And I think this will be good for the purposes of this farm. I don't think that we need to go any lower than this. And now we need to pillar out with a block or just anything that Enderman cannot spawn on. So you can use leaves, but I'm going to go ahead and use glass. And what we need to do is pillar out 128 blocks away from where any Enderman can farm, so that the only Endermen that are actually going to spawn, did I say farm? I meant spawn. We need to make it so that the only Endermen that are going to spawn are going to be the Endermen in our farm. So to do that, we just need to pillar out 128 blocks away from any end island. So now I think this is far enough away. As you can see, we can't see any Endermen over there, which means that they're not spawning over there. So this is where we're going to go ahead and start our farm. And wow, I just want to say that being out here over the void and all this darkness, all the black around us, it's super disorienting. So be really careful when you do this in survival. I'm going to put the comment highlight on the screen right now. If you want one of your comments to be highlighted in one of my future videos, all you have to do is leave a nice comment below. Also, if you want to suggest any future farms, you can do that in the comments below, or you can join my Discord. The link to join the Discord is below. Okay, let's get back into the content. I just made a 9x17 platform, so that's what this is right here. And this is where we're going to be actually spawning all the Endermen. Now we need to keep in mind that we need to be 24 blocks away for them to actually spawn. And for now, just go ahead and cover this up with either glass or leaves, whatever you're using as a block that the Enderman can't spawn on. Because we don't want any Enderman spawning on this yet until we set everything else up. Okay, so I did leave a couple of the iron blocks here uncovered just to see if we could get Enderman to spawn. And we did get one to spawn, so we know this is going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and cover that up. And you can use any solid block here. And another thing to keep in mind is that there needs to be a light level of 7 or lower to spawn Endermen. So what that means is that we could just take away all this glass and just use torches. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Also, yeah, you can use any solid block. It doesn't have to be iron blocks. I just like using iron blocks because I think they look pretty. Okay, so I just got rid of all the glass on top and just put torches there, and that will keep any Enderman from spawning on this while we build the rest of this farm. An ideal area for us to actually stand away from this platform, and we may actually make this platform bigger depending on the rates we're getting. But the ideal area away from this spawning platform that we want to be is between 24 and 32 blocks. If we're 24 to 32 blocks away, what that means is that the Enderman will spawn here and they'll still be able to move around. And we're also going to take advantage of their ability to aggro on Endermites. And we're going to use an Endermite to coerce them or persuade them to come over and fall into our little trap. So we're going to use the Endermite as bait, essentially. So now let's count out 24 blocks. So that's 1, 2. Okay, so now it's 24 blocks away. I'm just going to go ahead and put a glass block on that spot right there so we know how far away we need to be. Also wanted to build up this little barrier with glass so that we can see in there, and also this will help funnel all the Endermen this way. And somewhere over here we're going to have an Endermite that they can aggro on, and then we're going to have a trap that they fall down, and then we can just swing at them. So I made a little platform here just for where we can hang out, and I put that torch where 24 blocks away from that is. So anywhere that's really like in this general area is where we can stand. I want the Enderman to fall down on this exact spot right here, which means we need the trap with the Endermite up here somewhere. And the Enderman will aggro on an Endermite up to 64 blocks away. So this is well within that distance. So I made a little storage area down here. We want the Enderman to fall on top of these hoppers right here. We need some sort of backboard so that they won't move out of this area. But yeah, I put this in place, so now we're going to be able to collect all of the drops that they have. I guess we're going to have to like break these, maybe put a trap door right here just so that we can access all the drops. But for now, I'm just going to keep this closed. So I think this is going to be the hardest part, and we're just going to keep ender pearling back and forth until we get an endermite, and we're going to try and trap it in this minecart right here. So I think what we need to do is literally just keep... Oh, first try? Oh, and he's not aggroed on me because I'm in creative, but that was insane. I've never seen one of these before, and now he happens to pop up on first try. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, I don't want it to fall off the edge though. All right, let's see if we can get this guy in here. Oh, there we go. Now we need this guy right here on top of this block right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Go ahead and put that like that, and then we're gonna have to nudge this minecart a little bit. You might take a little bit damage when you do that part. Once you get him into place right there, you can go ahead and break all these rails. And then we just need to trap him in there. So I'm gonna use some trap doors to do that. Okay, so I put trap doors all the way around him like this, just because I don't want that minecart going anywhere. I'm not really sure if we can keep this one closed or if we have to keep it open, but we for sure need a trapdoor right there. Go ahead and close that. This is where the endermen are actually going to be falling down. Okay, so I have a confession to make. The first endermite we got despawned, so make sure that you name tag him, otherwise they will despawn. And now I need to get this guy back in the cart. So I think that's where we want this guy to be. Okay, so now this thing looks like this. Hopefully this doesn't make it so the enderman can't see him. I don't think that would be an issue, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, for now, this is what I want this to look like. I just want it to be a staircase up. There's going to be trapdoors on this side. Let's go ahead and put trapdoors all the way across this. Okay, so I made this hallway for them to go along. I'm hoping they'll still be able to track the endermite, and they'll be able to go up this, and they won't end up on top. I really think they're going to end up killing this endermite, and they're going to be able to teleport on top of this. But let's go ahead and test it and see what happens. Okay, so I see them spawning, and they're not aggroing on the endermite, which is an issue. I'm going to go ahead and light oh my gosh, there's so many. I'm going to go ahead and light this back up so no more spawn, because I don't want any more than this. All right, so that should be good. I put that down. Now let's see if we flip. Let's see if we get rid of that, if they're going to be able to see this endermite. And they're still not able to aggro on them, so that's not good. Okay, so what I found out was that it was probably because I used a spawn egg to get the endermite in there. I did do some testing. I had to do some testing and find out that when I did use an actual ender pearl to make the endermite, that is when it started working. So what I did was I just used an ender pearl to make this endermite. So if you're in creative, make sure you use ender pearls and you don't just spawn one in. In survival, that's not going to be a problem because you can only do this legit. So now let's go ahead and take the torches out and see if it works, because I suspect it will work now, but if it doesn't, then we may have to fix some stuff. Okay, so I'm here and they spawned in and they don't seem to be aggroing on the endermite yet. Okay, so I figured out what was going on. I needed to put in solid blocks here that the enderman could pathfind to. Put him on one of those, and then I did that, and I ended up killing the endermite. So this is like endermite number 5 for me. So then what I did was I went ahead and put in these trapdoors above him. I also had to take down the sides right here, because otherwise the enderman ended up getting up on top and getting stuck up here. I think we can take these out. That should be good. And now the biggest thing, I was testing around. These guys can't see him. They need to be up on this level. So I was testing around with this, and as you can see now, as long as the endermite, like, see, he immediately notices the endermite and goes after him, and he's not able to hurt him, and then they go down into this trap. So now what we need to do is we just need to raise this floor, the spawning platform, up a few blocks. We can make this spawning platform a little bit bigger to get some better rates. And then I'm going to make this path a little bit wider just so that we can get a more steady flow of the enderman going towards our little killing mechanism over here. Okay, so it should be all good to go. I did extend the platform out by 7 on each side. I thought I tested it and they were all aggroing on the endermite. Yeah, I don't know why these guys aren't. Yeah, it does look like the ones spawning in on the ends are not seeing them. So whatever, I'm going to take this back by, I guess, 3 blocks on each side then. Okay, all we need to do is take out these torches now. I did make the platform a little bit smaller because it looked like not every single one was aggroing. Now, if we go ahead and come down here, you should see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, they're coming back here. Okay, so we need to put carpet back here to prevent that from happening. Or just a roof. We could just put a roof over our heads. Okay, so it looks like we hit the mob cap. So maybe if I kill some of these guys, more will spawn. Yeah, there's more spawning as we kill them. That's a lot of XP. I also did this little thing with the trap door so that we can get into the loot down here. But what I did was I actually set up the wool down there so that I can get the rates with the carpet mod. Also put carpet down so they're not going to spawn over here, which is good. And I also suited up the sword. I put looting 3, sharpness 5, and sweeping edge so that we can come down here and just swipe at them and get tons and tons of ender pearls. Yeah, so we just rigged this thing together and it's absolutely cranking. Let's check on the rates real quick. Oh my gosh, that's 12,000 ender pearls per hour with this thing. That is crazy. I'm also going to go into survival and see how many levels we can get. Okay, so I have 30 levels right now. I don't really feel like dying and resetting my levels, but all those levels came from me just swinging here for the 2 minutes I've been here. Let's go ahead and see how many more levels we can get from this. Oh, that's not good. One of these guys phased through the glass, I think, because there's nowhere over here where he could spawn. Either that or he came over the top. Yeah, the levels just keep coming in. I feel like they're... Oh my gosh, I'm gonna sit this out. Okay, so yeah, that was a couple more levels on top of the 30. But yeah, I got to 30 in just a couple minutes, which is crazy. Cool, so if you guys couldn't tell, I've never put together an Enderman farm before, so it was really cool to go through this experience with you guys. Hopefully you learned something from this and you can build one on your own now that you know all the mechanics and you've seen it done before. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. That helps me out a lot and it helps me to make more content like this. I've been growing like crazy, 500 subscribers in the last month, which is absolutely awesome. Thank you guys so much for all the support you've been giving me. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see more Minecraft farms, automation, stuff like this, definitely subscribe and I'll see you in the next episode. Okay, bye-bye for now.